right, ladies and gentlemen, you are welcome to another great episode on your favorite political talk show, The Truth, with Ben Jokes. Tinubu, some persons hate me like hell, but I am president. First of all, this statement doesn't sound well coming from a man of Bart's age. And secondly, whether you are hated or loved is immaterial when you occupy such an office. The pertinent question is, are we fair in our analysis of your regime? And I am sure that I am absolutely fair. It is you, Tinubu, who hates the masses. Subsidy ensured that we bought petrol at 195 naira per litre. You removed subsidy claiming you would reinvest the money into critical sector like health and education. But what did you do? You began sharing the money to governors and lawmakers while we buy petrol at 850 to 1000 naira per litre. Is that not pure hatred for the masses? You budgeted 266 million naira for one street light in the 2025 budget. Is that not hate for the masses? You renovated ICC with 35 billion naira in an FCT where primary healthcare structures have collapsed. Isn't that hate for the masses? Insecurity is widespread, yet you are campaigning for 2027. Is that not hatred for the masses? And few hours ago, the people of Katsina were left completely defeated and helpless. Only 2 days ago, the military, Katsina government and traditional rulers signed a peace treaty with bandits. For me, it means they surrendered to bandits, because if they could defeat them, they wouldn't have sought for peace. But even after the treaty, bandits attacked today and killed 24. And upon hearing the news, youths in the northwest region began taking down Tinubu's 2027 billboards as if to say, we are being butchered and you are looking for second term. That will never work. Before I show you details of these top stories and how Nigerians reacted, let me quickly show you this video by Dele Farutimi. See the video.
There is very little about our situation to make one optimistic about the government's role in the insecurity playing out in Nigeria. If there is anything the government could possibly do, it might be to get out of the way of those who are prepared to defend themselves and let there be an end to this insinuation that the only thing the government ever is to come before the attacks, disarm the local population, and then leave them as sitting ducks. So if the government and the security agencies are incapable of defending citizens, I think it was the DSS director general that came out the other day, and he was counseling citizens to be prepared to defend themselves. That's not a bad idea. If it's time that we Kukuma recognize the fact that the state has failed and we may for a season be allowed to defend ourselves, I'm sure that Benue people are not incapable of defending themselves. If the state that has rendered them incapable of defending themselves would allow them to do so, they would defend.
You saw that. That was Dele Farutimi there saying that the government should get out of the way and let citizens defend themselves, especially in Benue State. That is the place that everybody is talking about now. But the truth is, the federal government will most probably never make a formal pronouncement about self-defense. I mean, Tinubu and the National Assembly will not come out to say, okay, go and defend yourselves. And that is mainly because they have an agreement, they have a pact with these killers. But as a people, communities that are tired of being slaughtered should better, as a matter of urgency, begin to defend themselves. The Southwest has Amotekun. That was the security outfit that they enacted when the killings became too much, especially when they walked into a church in Ondo State and killed 44 people. And Amotekun has been very fantastic. They've been doing a fantastic job against these terrorists. The Ondo State government had no option than to begin to fund Amotekun against the wish of the federal government. This is what Benue must do to win this war. Let's take this second video.
And so on and so forth. A wrong narrative has actually gone on for years and years, namely that there are herders who have clashes with farmers. The herders have no clashes with farmers. Farmers have no clashes with herders. Herders come in and kill people and go away. At Christmas, at Easter, at events when Christians are celebrating. In the past few days, his spokesman, Bayo Nanoga, put out a statement asking for reconciliation and for dialogue with these people. This is a wrong narrative. People are coming to kill your people. You don't know them. You're saying they should go and have reconciliation with them. These are the wrong issues. The president must know the right issues and must tell the people that those who are killing people in Benue will be brought to justice. This is the issue that should be taken account of right now. The police and the military, who are supposed to help the president to maintain peace and order, which is his duty as president of Nigeria, must be made to carry out their duty and end the killings in Benue, in the Middle Belt, and in parts of Nigeria.
You heard that. We can't say this enough. Anyone who is talking about reconciliation or farmer herders clash is a fraudulent person, because the killers come in, they strike, and they disappear. But then again, since Bayo Ononuga came out to say that it's farmer herders clash, and Tinubu is also saying it's farmer herders clash, and they keep saying that dialogue is the way to resolve this matter, we might as well ask them to take us to where the killers are, or bring the killers to us, because it looks as if they clearly know who these killers are, and if they are the killers, they should open up and make their demands. Point blank, period. Now, let us look at the top stories. Bandits disgrace Tinubu and Katsina government and the army by killing 24 people 2 days after signing a peace treaty. And next is that video of youths tearing down APC and Tinubu's billboards, stopping his campaign in the Northwest, thereby stopping his campaign in the Northwest as a result of massive failure. Let's start by taking that update on bandits. Look at how the papers reported it. Now, this is the report on the treaty. It says Katsina signs peace deal with repentant bandits, warns against reneging on agreement. They signed this deal on the 17th of June 2025. You can see the date there. And this man in the picture here that addressed the community members and even the Nigerian army was the top man in that BBC documentary. He was the one talking about how he kills people and how his boys kidnap people. In fact, he is a wanted man. There's a 5 million naira bounty on his head by the Nigerian police, but he's standing there addressing the army and everybody. This is the person they claimed to have signed a peace treaty with. And less than 72 hours after signing the peace treaty, this news came out. Look at it. Bandits kill 24 farmers, others in Katsina communities. Bandits have killed at least 20 farmers, 3 other residents, and a community watch cooperative, popularly called Sea Watch, in Katsina State. The separate incidents took place in Kankara local government area, one of the frontline local government areas in the state. They killed about 20 farmers, kidnapped some, and rustled the animals with which they tilled their farms, he said. Another source told Daily Trust that on Monday, bandits also launched an attack on Marmara village, also in Kankara local government, where they engaged a team of the Community Watch Corps together with members of Civilian Joint Task Force, killing a Sea Watch member and injuring 2 members of Civilian JTF outside the village. They had also penetrated Marmara village, where they killed 3 residents, the source said. These people are making a bold statement saying we have defeated you. That is why you are looking for peace with us, but we still won't give you that peace. And the Ribo here says, where is the peace treaties you claim to have reached with these bandits? Nigerian leaders are absolute joke. Innocent people are being killed on a daily basis. And Ayo here says, people aren't slaughtered like this on a daily basis anywhere in the world. Not Sudan, not Ukraine, not Gaza, Congo, or Somalia, but it is happening here every day in Nigeria. And Adami Mogo here says, we never chop Benue and Enugu finish. Katsina don't show. Some madmen will soon find excuses for these killings too. It is so pathetic that we can still find a single Nigerian that shows empathy for the APC. And just as this news of another massacre in Katsina began making the rounds, angry northern youths in the northwest took to social media and began calling for an end to Tinubu's 2027 campaigns. Then a video of KANO youths bringing down an APC campaign billboard began circulating. It had the pictures of Deputy Senate President at one side and the picture of Tinubu at the other side. See the video. That is it. And if you watch very well from the beginning, one side of the billboard had Tinubu's picture and the other side has that of Barrow, Senator Barrow, the Deputy Senate President. You can see the angry youths pulling it down. You saw that. The billboard also had the picture of Deputy Senate President Barrow. All of them are campaigning. He put his own campaign on one side and Tinubu's campaign on the other side. Now, this energy should be maintained. The 24 were killed in Katsina, but KANO youth joined the protest by taking down Tinubu's campaign billboard and that same billboard for other APC chiefs. The entire country must reject the APC. The fact that they have the temerity to campaign with the present situation in this country shows that they have no regard for the people. So the people must also reject them to show that we are still normal human beings. We are living in a country where people have completely given up on the security forces and they are entering into peace treaties with bandits and terrorists. Do you know what this means? It means that governance has failed. It means that the state has failed for people to begin to enter into peace treaties with non-state actors. And what they said initially was that they were the ones granting amnesty, granting pardon to these people. But with the way these guys are coming back to strike after signing these peace treaties, it shows that they already know, they feel that they have won the battle. And the peace treaty was just a joke to them. They feel that it is the government surrendering to them. So they are the ones choosing whether to accept that treaty or not. And when they decide not to accept it, they will return to strike the people. This is the country that we have found ourselves. There is no way a normal Nigerian would want things to continue this way. And you may think that, oh, these things are happening in the outskirts. I live in the major city. There is no way it is ever going to get to me. It does not work that way. By the time they are done with everybody in the outskirts, they will find you who lives in the major city. After all, the people they are displacing from the outskirts are moving into the major cities, and they will also constitute insecurity because there will be overcrowding and all that they have has been lost. Many of them will have no options than to turn to crime. There is nobody that can claim that what is happening in Nigeria now does not affect him. And that is why my appeal is to the general public, is to every Nigerian who is still living in this country. We must put our foot down and say enough is enough. This cannot continue. We cannot continue to suffer like this in a country where we have everything to make it work. And when we begin to think like this, we'll be able to come together, cast our sentiment aside, unite, and take our country back. But until then, make I still enter town, make I go get some ogbonge political news wey una go like. Why? Because of una na I dey here, so don't go away, don't go away.